2024 Hyundai Elantra. Outline. Reduced vehicles, for example, the 2024 Elantra are generally seen as essential transportation, extraordinary for first-time vehicle purchasers, eco-friendly, and simple to leave in difficult situations. However, the Hyundai likewise brings a lot of style and a ton of significant worth. The sharp outside plan knocks some people's socks off, however the Elantra doesn't hold back on conventional reduced vehicle characteristics. Its lodge is open for its size and an accessible crossbreed powertrain helps the Elantra's fuel sipper cred. The base powertrain is a winded 2.0-liter four-chamber, however the N-line model accompanies a turbocharged 1.6-liter that offers a smidgen more zing. All things being equal, the Elantra models won't really raise its driver's heartbeat. Its taking care of is less engaging than opponents, for example, the Honda City and the Mazda 3, the two of which offer crisper controlling and a more spry and general feel. For execution-situated drivers, the all-out Elantra N model, explored independently, is definitely more fulfilling than the customary Elantra, however it likewise costs much more. What's happening for 2024? Hyundai's reduced vehicle has been facelifted with a more honed-looking front end, refreshed outside lighting components, and new wheels. There are a few new variety decisions, including fascinating green and extreme red. Hyundai has likewise added backside influence airbags and a back seat safety belt update as standard across the Elantra range. Path keeping help, vulnerable side observing, and back cross traffic alert, which are all standard highlights, presently alert the driver with haptic heartbeats in the directing wheel. The mid-range cell model offers the best harmony between cost and highlights. Standard substance over the SE incorporates a sans hands trunk discharge and Sirius XM. Also, picking the cell over the SE makes more beneficial choices accessible. For example, we'd mark the case for the Cell Comfort Bundle, which adds a 10.3-inch computerized group notwithstanding a 10.3-inch focus show for the infotainment framework with worked-in route, versatile journey control, a cowhide-wrapped guiding haggle handle, a remote cell phone charging cushion, warmed front seats, warmed mirrors, and that's only the tip of the iceberg. Motor, transmission, and execution. The standard non-hybrid Elantra powertrain is a normally suction 2.0-liter four-chamber motor that pushes out a not exceptionally interesting 147 pull and 132 pound-feet of force in the engine of SE and Cell models. Picking the sportier N-line model drops dislodging to 1.6 liters and adds a turbocharger, bringing about a lot more energetic 201 strength and 195 pound-feet of force. The crossover models likewise use a 1.6-liter four-pot, however it's matched with an electric engine as opposed to a super, which brings about somewhat less drive than the base motor at 139 yet more force at 195 pound-feet equivalent to that of the N-line. The SE and Cell's base 2.0-liter motor is mated to a CVT, persistently factor transmission, while the N-line, Blue Crossbreed, and restricted mixture models get a DCT, double grip transmission. Outstandingly, the N-line gets a 7-speed DCT contrasted with the half-and-half 6-speed DCT. The most sweltering, lover's pick of the Elantra line by a wide margin is the exhibition-situated N, which we survey independently. However, the individuals who can't exactly tolerate that vehicle's sticker price could consider the tamer N-line model. After a short test drive, we left away intrigued with the N-line's perkier speed increase and its skill taking care of, which ups the physicality without compromising the ride. Efficiency and genuine MPG. The EPA gauges the Elantra with the 2.0-liter four-chamber will procure up to 33 miles per gallon in the city and 42 miles per gallon on the expressway. Models with the turbocharged 1.6-liter 4 have gauges as high as 28 miles per gallon city and 36 throughway. The thriftiest crossover Elantra is appraised at 53 miles per gallon city and 56 throughway. On our 75-mile-per-hour throughway mileage course, which is essential for our broad testing routine, the Elantra crossover oversaw just a 48-mile-per-gallon result while the non-hybrid restricted with the base motor got 38 miles per gallon. Interior and cargo. To match its dramatic exterior, the cabin of the Elantra looks appropriately futuristic. The dashboard and center console wrap around the driver while the passenger's side takes a more minimalist approach. A single LED strip follows the dashboard spanning air vent across the width of the car from the steering column to the passenger's side door panel. Passenger volume is generous, particularly in the rear seat, which helps the Elantra compete with roomier rivals such as the Sentra and the Volkswagen Jetta. It's not as luxurious as it looks in photos, though, there's plenty of hard plastic inside, which isn't surprising in this price class. In our testing, the Elantra fits 6 carry-on suitcases inside its trunk. Infotainment and network. A discretionary 10.3-inch computerized measure show hobnobs with a second 10.3-inch infotainment touchscreen that fledglings from the highest point of the Elantra's dashboard. The standard infotainment arrangement is a 8.0-inch focus show and simple checks for the instrument bunch. Hyundai's most recent infotainment interface becomes the overwhelming focus here. Apple CarPlay and Android Auto are both norm, just like a Wi-Fi association. A voice acknowledgement highlight permits the driver to change things, for example, the environment control or the warm seats by just expressing explicit expressions. A 6-speaker sound system is standard, yet restricted and N-line manages accompany an 8-speaker Bose sound system, all things being equal. Comfort. How comfortable is the Elantra? The Elantra delivers a smooth ride. There's enough plushness to soak up bumps in the road well, but it also settles relatively quickly. The seats are also comfortable for the most part. The driver's seat bottom feels just a touch flat, and it might not provide enough support on road trips more than a few hours long. There isn't much in the way of side bolstering to keep you planted when cornering either. The climate controls are easy to use, with big dials to work the available dual-zone climate control. The heated seats, when equipped, activate quickly. There is noticeable wind noise as you increase speed, but that is typical for the class, and passengers can more or less carry on conversations at normal volume.